somebody? It's your boy Marlon Big Fav Right, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at Big Fav 504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
Yo, what's up? The Live Line and True Tea podcast present Legendary Miss T Naughty Halloween Party, hosted by myself, Legendary Miss T. 150 costume prize and giveaways. Tuesday, October the 31st, doors open at 8 p.m. DJ Platinum on the ones and twos, live karaoke, live shakedown, the naughty photo booth, the best food and drinks vendors and security will be in the building. West Bank Event Hall, 7601 West Bank Expressway, you heard me. Get your tickets, $15 at the Live Line app, okay?
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fav Right, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Fav a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Mwah!
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon Big Fav Right. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, has some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now, I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard them. Yes, that's correct. We're back here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard for another episode of Inside the Trenches podcast. Joining me right now, I have my co-host, Whit with the hair, CL Nola. It's your boy, Big Fav. And y'all see me, I'm working today. I got my Small Sliders polo on.
Professional.
You know, very
What
professional.
is this, Versace?
This is Farachis. You know what those are, right? They're the fake Versace's.
Oh, all right. So Farachi, but okay, I like it.
It's almost like a Asian restaurant sauce.
You know, I'm
type
not
sound.
mad at it. So you got it from the corner store.
Oh no, not the corner store. I got it out the mall.
Oh.
I don't want to, and I didn't even get it from one of those little kiosks.
The
man.
kiosk,
Yeah, I didn't.
Shout
I
out
got
to
it out
Mr. Goldman.
So shouts out. It was Mr. Silverman who got this one.
You know what? They not that bad though. I rock them.
You know what I'm saying? I got this. This is my Chad Ochocinco approach. Ever since I lost $5,000 worth of glasses,
saving your money.
Yep, I said, you know what?
You know
I'm
what?
not going to allow
mad.
myself.
If that man wrote a book about how to save money, I'd buy it.
Straight up, I would have to do it. And I also have a book y'all can write about how to save on y'all food y'all eat. Y'all can come over here to Small Sliders right now, get fed for under $10, big time. So make sure y'all slide through. So we have a very interesting show here for y'all today. Whit had an opportunity to sit down with the Son of the Saint organization. So we have a video we're gonna run with that. We're gonna talk. We're gonna go around the NFL. Y'all, I've been betting. I've been doing a little prop betting on FanDuel.
All right.
And I've been losing. I've lost.
I was gonna say, you won a
I
little money.
lost every game I'm betting on this weekend. So
doing?
right here on this show, we're going to look at these games. I'm going to let CL help me out. I'm going to let Whit help me out. Who you think going to win? I'm going to just stick to the money lines this weekend because I wasn't doing well with the touchdown. So we're going to talk a bit about that. CL going to talk a little legends with us. We're going to get into a little bit of the matchup with the Saints versus the Houston Texans. And my segment's going to be pretty cool, y'all. We're going to go 5 with Fav. We're going to look at right now, combination of Pro Football Focus, ESPN, this beat writer, my own eyes, and I'm going to give you a list of the top 5 defensive linemen in our league right now. But before we get into that, Whit, talk to us. You sat down with the Son of the Saint organization, and how did it go?
Let me tell you something. Son of a Saint is doing good work in the city, and with that work, you need somebody popular to get the word out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that somebody popular is Tyrann Mathieu, and he is now an official ambassador for Son of a Saint. And I had to reach out to talk to them because it's important that you get a familiar face, right? Mm-hmm. So like the little kids know who he is, the big dogs know who he is, college people know who he is. So I did want to sit down with my boy, Will, and he kind of took me through the whole journey of Son of a Saint and why Tyrann Mathieu is the best person to be that ambassador. Check it out.
We just wanted to make it official. I mean, he had been doing so many things from holiday meals to Christmas surprise giveaways, to back to school events. So we just said, hey, why don't we just make this thing official, make you an ambassador? And him and his team were excited. They said, yes, it's just a perfect fit. He's from New Orleans. He knows that the youth need a lot of support. And he was just like one of these kids. And so we do see him being a long-time ambassador, just because, again, this is his roots. New Orleans is his roots. He loves his community. He loves the kids. He loves obviously playing for the Saints. He's St. Aug, and so all the things. And so we just want to, be a part of that. And, he will be a long time ambassador for Son of a Saint if I have anything to say about it.
I love that, we were able to make this happen. This is not only a win for you, but for the city as well. Could you tell me a little bit about the Son of a Saint and its role to New Orleans?
Yes. Son of a Saint has been around now 12 years, started by Sonny Lee. His dad played for the Saints. And so we're just becoming more and more of a staple in the community. We support fatherless boys who've lost their dads to long time incarceration or acts of violence. And so we try to provide wraparound services for the community. We have mental health services. We have case managers. We provide travel opportunities, educational support, career development. So there's more of a holistic approach to supporting these young men and these youth here in New Orleans. And so we're trying to, do as much as we can to support as many young men that we can in the community. We're now over 260 boys that we support here in New Orleans in a number of different services, whether it's academic, providing scholarships to go to private-based schools. And again, some boys just need a mentor. Some boys may just need some peer-to-peer relationships. But the heartbeat, the soul of the organization is mentorship. So if there's no mental health aspect, if there's no travel opportunity or component, the mentor is the piece that we want to focus on, because that's the heartbeat of the organization. And so been around 12 years and, want to be able to try to support as many young men and young people as possible. And Tyron's helping get the word out and be an ambassador for us.
Right. I know that I'm, being a producer in New Orleans and local news, you see, the cases of these young kids, young boys, especially being killed, and you as, the person who is behind Son of a Saint, you understand the importance of something like this.
Absolutely. I mean, we look at our organization as being preventative, right? We bring in boys between the ages of 10 to 12, and they stay with us till young adult, to the 21. And so we have young men right now in the workforce. We have young men at colleges and universities such as Northwestern State, LSU, West Point, even Delgado, Grambling. And so, but success looks differently for everybody, right? And so Son of a Saint just wants to wrap their hands around these young people and their families and kind of help guide them. And so it's extremely important that the community, those public figures, other organizations that are doing, this type of work, us all working together to kind of help out the youth, because, New Orleans is a tough place to grow up in, and it seems like it's not getting better in the terms of what's out here for the young people. But there are a lot of opportunities out here. There are a lot of great organizations doing great work. Boys and Girls Club, who Tyron does a lot of work with, YEP, Reaching for the Stars, 100 Black Men, Silverback Society, Daughters Beyond Incarceration. We work with a number of different nonprofits. And again, trying to figure out how we can all work together or glean from one another, share resources, and figure out a way to kind of help support one another and support, more importantly, the youth in the community. So it's very important because, what we're doing is start at a young age. At that 10 to 12 age, we're being able to, really build and cultivate that relationship at a young age. So they get a case manager, they get a mental health specialist, they get a mentor, and we grow and we build and we develop together. So now when they're 15 and 16, there's that relationship, and those walls are tore down in terms of being able to have real candid, honest conversations about real life situations. And so we're trying to do the best we can in that area, in that arena, and we're always, looking for ways to do it better. Again, that's why we work with other nonprofit organizations. But yeah, it's very vital for the youth in the community, especially with, COVID and pandemic. A lot of these kids have been dealing with, they had Katrina, and now they have COVID-19. They're dealing with a lot of different insecurities and trauma and issues. And we want to provide some services at no cost, because a lot of times in our community, it's a barrier. We want to just cut down that barrier, whether it's transportation, whether that's, health, food insecurities, or just simple having a mentor, somebody that you can talk to and have some real conversations and give you some guidance about this thing called life and how to navigate through it. So it's very important that this work that we're doing, and, we're always looking for people to help support and join in.
How can people help? How can we be a part of this movement? Because it does take a village. I know it's so cliche to say it takes a village, but it absolutely does take a village. We need the community's input in making a difference in these young people's lives.
No, absolutely. You're right. I mean, you took the words out of my mouth. I mean, like you said, it does sound cliche about taking a village, but it takes that substitute teacher, that teacher, the uncle, the aunt, the cousin down the street, the neighbors. It takes everybody to help make sure that these young people have a successful journey, or have at least an opportunity to make the right decisions. And so number of ways that people can get involved with us is, join, going to follow us on social media at sonofasaint.org on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, but also going to our website, sonofasaint.org, and hit the link that says join, and you can sign up to be a mentor, be a volunteer. We have a number of different volunteer opportunities throughout the course of the year that they can get involved in. As a mentor, we're going to ask a little bit more of one way to spell, that these kids see love is time, like you spending time with them. And so we are asking for mentors, because as we continue to grow and get more young men, we need more mentors. And so you can go to sonofasaint.org, fill out the mentor application. If you think that that's a little bit too much for you at this point, volunteer application as well. Get around the staff, get around the mentors, get around the young men, and kind of get to know us a little bit. And so that's, the best way to really find out about who we are and how you can get involved and how you can support.
I just want to say thank you for joining me today, and especially because the work you're doing, to meet these people where they are, it's not, it's not, oh, you have to have this in order to get the help that we're providing. It's, you don't have this, you don't have this person in your life, and you need us. Therefore, I'm going to be that support system. So I just want to say thank you for joining me. And also shout out to Tyron for actually being the face of this, to push it out there. People know who he is, and it takes someone like that to really push this out there for not only the folks who are like in this situation and needing, but also the folks who have those other connections. Let's push out, this face that he knows this person. Let's push out that name and get more, buzz around such a movement that is so important.
You make a good point. I mean, like you said, Tyron has such a huge impact here in the community, just in general. He's a New Orleans native, Super Bowl champion, St. Aug grad. Like every time he's around the boys, they love him. It's like it's natural for him. And so
exactly
to use his platform to elevate this type of work and making sure that people are aware of the organization and how to get involved and, sharing our mission and our goals. It's a tremendous blessing. We appreciate it. Like I said, the boys are very excited. Boys are always happy when he's around. Like I just said before, it comes natural to him when he's around the kids. So it's, it's a perfect fit, and we're definitely appreciative of it.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite. Watch out there now.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at Big Fav 504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches. For the radio, from LA to LA, they yelling hello, fade. Big dog, smooth cat with some mellow waves. In the 10th grade, I used to rock the mellow braids. Private school. Welcome back, beautiful people, to Inside the Trenches podcast. It's Friday. It feels beautiful out here.
Thank you, Lord.
I mean, we're going to keep the fans on out here, though, because I'm big. I start sweating and stuff like that, A little preparation on the armpits and stuff. Luckily, I got white on it there. Watch out there now. But it is beautiful out there. And I'm saying that because I know some of y'all are watching us live right now on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you're in the area, you're on your lunch break, come get you something to eat. Over here at 1535 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. So we just watched the Son of a Saint interview.
Yes.
Pretty sure our viewers thought it was a treat. Give us a little feedback on it.
Yes. Well, I want to hear your feedback. How do you feel about Son of a Saint? So the point of a Son of a Saint is to get the young boys who could be troubled into a mentor program to kind of oversee them and make sure that they are on the right path to getting where they need to be. And I know that, you were a young man at one point. You still young, you know what I mean? But you were young and you were dumb at one point.
I was never dumb though, but I was young.
Come on now.
I used to go dumb in the dances.
All right.
Yeah,
I
got you. Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Or it may be not you, but other partners.
Yeah.
You've seen it. So how do you feel about a program like that and having them, choose Tyrann Mathieu? He has done so much good work in the community to ensure these little boys are guided and mentored. You know what I mean? So talk to me a little bit about that.
I love the organization. Well, I have a little history with Son of a Saint. A few of the kids we trained, one in particular, Trey Hand, his dad played for the Saints for the late great Norman Hand, and he was a part of the program. As a matter of fact, CL, you might remember this. Trey had got some scholarship money to go to Arkansas Monticello, Son of the Saint, and he still has his mentor from the so the mentor program is really a treat. Because as you mentioned, as young men, whether we are in a position to help or if we're in a position where we need help, it's always good to have somebody to help mentor you, even in our adult years. And then, of course, me and Casey Ferran a few years back, we had a flag football game. Shouts out to Casey. We had ended up doing a flag football game with Son of the Saint and Brothers at Peace. Yeah. You familiar with Brothers at Peace too on CL?
Yeah, I'm familiar with both of them. Son of a Saint is definitely near to my heart. They were based out of a church right there off of Bayou Road in New Orleans, which is obviously not too far from where I do my thing at. And I really love it because I've spoke about it before, how in New Orleans, some of us are lucky enough to have a New Orleans uncle, a guy that's not really kin to you, but he kind of, brings you under his shoulder and kind of keeps you on the straight and narrow. And I've been so lucky to have so many New Orleans uncles myself. And I think Son of the Saint is a program that actually shifts that kind of motive or that kind of initiative going that way. And I'm so proud of everybody that's involved here and there.
Yeah. So for anybody who is interested in volunteering or, or maybe making a donation, visit their website. Make sure that, you are using, your funds and putting it in the right direction.
Being a good stewardess of your money.
Yes. But speaking of money, you putting some money on these games?
Yeah, I think I'm going to put money on a few games. Like I talked about in the open, y'all. I messed up last week, CL, but I didn't do too well. I actually messed up this week as well. I started off bad, thinking that that Travis Kelce was going to get a bet on him getting a passing touchdown catch. He didn't get it.
Oh, really?
I lost in the spread. It was just bad. So we're going to do pick'em this week. That's right, y'all. We're going to wrap this segment up with a few pick'em games. I'm going to use the expertise. See, ever since Whit been on the show with me and CL, she been diving into football, being a little more analytical. So she might can help. CL, this man legit travels to the Saints games. And
CL is an expert.
Yeah, he definitely. He can definitely keep us abreast of what's going on. But last night, Kansas City lost 19-18. 6.5 point spread. CL, there you was talking to me about this one, man. What you thought about Russell and them guys in this one?
Well, here we go. So, if you want to look at it, how it truly is, this is the third year of Russell not playing good ball. The last year he was with Seattle, they made a point that they weren't going to extend him and they were going to move on from him. He gets the extension. He gets the trade. He goes to the Broncos. Last year was the first year. They didn't do very well. So fast forward this year, now you got coach with him. He's not doing very well. I think it's fair to say that Russell is not a Pro Bowl or below average quarterback these days.
Well, what you think it was, real quick, before we go a couple other games, and what do you think was the big differential? You had 2000. I know the Legion of Boom and having that defense was huge, but you can't hide a quarterback that good, right? How was Pete Carroll doing it?
Well, I think we all know if we watched that Legion of Boom and we watched back then, they played ugly ball.
Ugly ball.
They played good defense with a run game. And what did Russell do? Russell produced on play action and off scripted plays. But for the rest of the game, they were running with Marshawn Lynch and they were playing good defense. If you don't give Russell a good running game and a great defense, he's a below average quarterback.
You don't think Russell's just his attention is elsewhere these days? You know, my boy got a big old family.
I mean, I didn't want to go there, but yeah, coach told him, stop kissing babies. You're not running for office.
We could go there.
This is time. This is time for us to hold Russell accountable for everything that's happened since he decided to be a politician. Politician.
He stopped playing ugly ball. I think
he definitely stopped playing ugly ball. You don't win the game in the media. You win the game inside the trenches. And I believe, in my personal opinion, I think, like you said, I think his head, I think his
heart.
I don't think he's all the way in the game.
Well,
and he has teammates that are fully in the game that are expecting him to show up every day and not just collect his check on Tuesday.
Well, here's a beautiful
Sierra. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Sierra.
I mean, I just feel like you can't get mad at this man because he's a family man. But I understand you got a job to do on the field. So
I'm with you. I
ain't got no dog in this fight.
I'm not a Broncos fan, so imagine that. I'm a Patrick Surtain fan.
What about Sean Payton, though, man?
I mean, coach is coach. Coach on that other side now. Coach on that other side now. I respect him and I love him and I appreciate everything he done for New Orleans.
Well, I will say this: at least Sierra owns her master. So
and Russell.
Let's go on to the Ravens and Titans. The Ravens are 3-2. Titans are 2-3. Saints beat them, of course.
Yeah.
You was checking the game out. What you think about this?
Let me go to CL. CL, go
ahead. Who you picking in this game and why?
I'm sorry, baby.
This the Ravens and the Titans.
The Ravens is guy. So, I mean, obviously this is y'all gonna hate me. This is another ugly ball game. This is where the trenches are gonna be won and measured inside the trenches.
Yeah, okay, I like that. I like the sound of that.
The explosive plays obviously gonna maybe come from Zay.
Yeah.
You know, obviously comes from Lamar. I think Odell is hurt again. They're just not producing enough in Tennessee. Keep an eye out for Tajay Spears, running back from Tulane. But I definitely have the Ravens in this one.
Ravens?
I'm just gonna go ahead on with CL. Ravens.
The Ravens.
No doubt.
What you think?
I'm going Ravens too. They just lost last week in a very tight matchup.
Right.
The Ravens, I mean, Ryan Tannehill, to me, he just never was that. And I mean, the Steelers were looking at they were hungry for a win. I mean, they got TJ Watt over there.
They won on the last play of the game.
It went all the way down to the very last play of the game.
Yep.
All right, we got the Commanders and the Falcons. They're going to be that was the 8:30 a.m. game. I want to say they're out there in London for the Ravens and Titans, so that's why it's so early.
Right.
But the 12 o'clock CBS game, you got the Commanders and the Falcons. Y'all, I'll start off with this one. I just think the Commanders are playing a high-level defense right now. The Falcons do have a hot hand in regards to how B.J. Robinson is playing ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to go with the New Orleans boys. I think the Commanders beat them.
I just don't like the Falcons. So we're going to go with the Commanders just off GP.
Commanders, all right.
I don't like the Falcons. That's obvious. But I don't believe in Desmond Ridder. He can't push the football down the field. That's why everything is so compressed. Yeah, Baja could do all that he want. But if Baja himself don't score over 3 touchdowns in the game, Atlanta can't win. Washington.
So you're going Washington too. All right, so no ATL, and like I said, I love the way they're playing ball in regards to.
It's different this time around.
The Falcons.
Yeah.
We said the Falcons. I said that's what in mind. I did. Vikings, Bears. Vikings are 1-4. Kirk Cousins has been killing it for fantasy football for me though. He's been doing an exceptional job, but I'm starting my other quarterback who was on the bench, Justin Fields, in this one. I'm going to go with
Bears.
I'm going to go with the Bears. Same. I just feel like they're kind of hot right now. You feel Bears?
Is this the Caleb Williams game? Is this the Caleb Williams game? Is the loser gonna drop drop their nuts and get Caleb Williams next year. So it don't even matter.
Is this the loser game? You said it's the loser game.
Yeah, I mean 1-5, 0.
Yeah.
No, they're both 1-4.
Oh,
So
Caleb Williams game.
Go either way.
Now, I will say that the DJ Moore trade has been beneficial to them.
Right.
In the first 4 games. I mean, you had, well, really this last game. I mean, I'm so mad I benched him. He had like 3 scoring touchdowns. But
well, yeah.
we also had, so Bears across the board. So look, y'all, for our viewers right now, I don't know what y'all thoughts are and concerns, but y'all can definitely hit us up. We're going to do 2 more quick games here. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. And we're going to say the Saints and Texans for a little after. This is a very interesting game. I want to go in our division for a second. Lions and Bucks. They're the flex game. Is on Fox 325. We are rolling with Lions and Bucks. When y'all getting y'all thoughts together, I got mine. I'm rolling with the Lions. They're on fire right now. Shout out to my teammate Kelvin. Kelvin Shepard. He's the linebackers coach there.
You're right.
So you're a little biased.
I'm a bit biased. I mean, well, they got Devin White over there with the Bucks.
All right.
Yeah, but he wasn't my teammate, but I see what you're saying, though.
Okay.
Watch out there now. Who you got with? Who you rolling with?
I'm just going to go with y'all the experts. You know,
I got
let's go with the Lions.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh, my. Who you rolling with?
We'll make it a whole sweep. I'll go with the Lions.
All right.
Not sure if Gibbs is going to be available, but they should be able to pull it out.
Last game here. It's the Monday night game as we wrap. Cowboys, Chargers, real quick. Who y'all got?
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys. There we go.
Ain't no way in the world. I'm going with the Chargers.
Oh, you going with the Chargers? You go Chargers in the game?
Right.
Old Perry Walker.
Chargers.
I'm going with Chargers. Huh? Do we believe in Dak? Does Dak believe in Dak? The Dak teammates believe in Dak? Does Faith believe in Dak? Does Jerry believe in Dak? Man, come on.
I know what I do believe in. I believe in. I believe in that biggest smalls up there. They go to Loud Pipes, Big Rims.
Big Rims. That's my life.
I believe in the small sliders. Biggie's over here. So y'all make y'all way, get y'all something to eat here. You're watching Inside the Trenches podcast right here at Small Sliders. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Do you believe in Dak?
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fav Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stump Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Fav Favorite. Watch out there now.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you a student athlete looking to take...
Yeah, you're right.
That was a really interesting last segment. Just cause. Okay, so we'll bring y'all back in from where we left. Y'all are watching Inside the Trenches podcast. I'm your host, Marlon Big favorite. Joining me right now is my gal with the hair, my homie CL Nola. We had small sliders. If you're looking for something delicious to eat on the go, you can come to our drive-thru over here at Small Sliders. Get you a quick bite to eat. My favorite is the number 2, make it a biggie. One of my favorite deals to get over here. And come on over here. I really, when we get to, I talked to my man over here. When we get to a couple more people in the crowd, we want to start giving away some Small Sliders gift cards too. So we know you're hungry. It's, you know, it's getting a little warm. I mean, getting a little cool out. You know, get close to holiday times and all that good stuff. Come get you something to eat over here.
Get you something.
So we went around the league and talked a little NFL, but we want to talk NFL legends right now. CL, you and I talked off air about, you know, you meeting Jim Brown. I met Jim Brown, and of course, we just lost a legend last week in Dick Bucket, so we're going to dive into that. Right. And then we'll talk Saints and Houston game, but just, I guess, give us your spill on the NFL legends.
Woo. Well, you know, as time progresses, you know, we use the word great. We use the word good and great and all these adjectives, and we drain the vocabulary. But when there's truly someone that was great, then we have to take the time to honor them and speak upon their greatness. I'll start off with the great Dick Butkus. I mean, there's so many things that I can say about Dick Butkus. A 2-time defensive league MVP, a six-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro. He literally won the Defensive Player of the Year on a team that only won 2 games.
Man.
So to talk about Dick Butkus is to know that this was a man that made you know that the middle of the field was not a safe place.
I can't lie. I gotta say something.
Yeah, you're right. Come on.
Now, when you say Dick Butkus, my immaturity level.
But that's the beautiful. That was a beautiful thing about Dick. He was a very funny guy, but one of his famous quotes was, "On a football field is not a place to make friends."
Yeah.
And if you know Dick Butkus, he was a very serious guy.
Boy, with a name like Dick Butkus.
Oh yeah. And
it's hard to keep a straight face.
They called him the monster of the Midway.
Played for the Bears, and it's a college award for him. It's the Butkus Award.
Right.
Best linebacker.
I ain't gonna lie.
If he would play today, they would arrest him.
Yeah, real
because
talk.
how violent he was, what he did to the game. He made the game what it is today. Well, he helped make the game what it is today. The physicality, the viciousness of it.
Is he the reason why there are so many penalties when it comes to the things that we see now on the field?
I'll tell you part of it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, because, I mean, we have night train lane. There's a rule that was made for night train lane.
What is that?
Well, you can't touch a wide receiver inside of 5 yards.
Okay.
You can't put hands on them. So
outside of the 5.
Yeah, inside of 5. Yeah, so it'll be a pass. So Dick Butkus, and the way he hit people and the way he
illegal.
Just, you know, the great Deacon Jones said, when Dick Butkus hit you, he wasn't trying to put you in a hospital. He was trying to put you in a cemetery.
Yeah.
So this is the type of man that to speak of Dick Butkus is to drain the superlatives in the dictionary. And he was such a great football player, but I would also want to
looking at some video of Mr. Dick.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was different. I mean, he revolutionized the game, and then we have to factor
a bear in man's
back
clothes.
then when they were playing football.
Yeah.
They didn't have the rules that they have
That's what
now.
I'm saying. So
right.
he put them in place. He was the trigger to get these rules in place.
Oh,
that's what CL meant.
Yeah.
He would be arrested for some of the stuff he did. And when he hit on the field, you can't hit like that no more. And I mean,
we don't need to be. All right, go ahead.
I want to know.
Well, that's why he's one of the greats. You know.
Yeah.
That's why he's one of the greats.
And like I said, he played in the era when, I mean, they didn't have any real rules. I mean, these dudes were like, their medicine was going to sit in the ice tub. Like, they didn't really, it was different.
Well, rest in peace, Mr. Butkus.
Yes, he
definitely
just passed. So, and just to rattle off a few, I know you're going to talk about Mr. Brown, but I mean, you got guys like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor. Well, we talk about this guy here a lot. I'm about to mention now, Deion Sanders. He's in that great. Tom Brady. When you start looking at the NFL's greatest of all time, even locally here, you have guys like Ed Reed. He's from the River Parish. He's actually went to Destrehan High School.
Marshall Falk out the night.
Earlier we had some Destrehan students here, so yeah, no doubt. Marshall Falk out the ninth ward. I think he belongs on this list
for sure.
Peyton Manning's from Uptown. He's on this list. So I mean, I know this is a Louisiana-based podcast. We do have a lot of those legends.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the great Aeneas Williams.
Let me ask you a question, CL. A quick little segue here. We might have some future legends that we're going against this weekend. I mean, I think what Will Anderson did in college football at Alabama was serious. CJ Stroud has some upside. He might have some potential. Then we also going up against Derek Stingley this weekend. Man, the Saints got a game this weekend, man. Talk to me about them Saints, birth them Texans, man.
Let me be the first.
That's what they want here. That's what they want.
Let me be the first to tell you that Sunday at 12 noon in NRG Stadium, when foot goes to ball at 12 noon, the New Orleans Saints will play the Houston Texans. And that alone, the region alone, has to be ready. I've gotten phone calls. Obviously, shouts out to the Who Dat crew on their way. Shouts out to the Who Dat Travel Nation doing their thing. I've gotten phone calls already. I-10 is just crazy right now. This game, we've been waiting for since May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about New Orleans against Houston. Now, obviously, Houston hasn't been, a perennial great team lately, but obviously the rivalry is still there because obviously they remember and we remember Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot, I think. You look at this game, and as you mentioned, that I-10 connection and the type of game this is going to be, right? Houston is struggling right now. They're 2-3. We're 3-2. So you have teams that's kind of right in the mix of each other, and we have some areas to complement. Now, I know we got to look at who's injured in this game.
A lot of boys are injured, so it could go either way, to be honest.
Any given Sunday.
We have, I know right now, he's going to play. Cam's a little questionable.
Yeah.
We have Andrews Pete. He's questionable. Now, they do have Noah Brown, their receiver, played for the Cowboys. He's out. So, I mean, the injury report, we'll get the full injury report this evening. But let's talk about some of the matchups in this game. Obviously, you have C.J. Stroud. He's a gunslinger, but he hadn't went against a defense like this yet.
Exactly. And the defense is, chomping at the bit. Obviously, this young man, I don't personally believe in Ohio State quarterbacks, so they're going to have to prove it to me. But obviously, this young man, let's give him his credit. This young man has been doing very good this season. He hasn't thrown an interception yet. Obviously, we're going to plan on changing that on Sunday. Shouts out to D'Amico Ryans, a young rookie head coach that has the Houston area, has the 6'10". They're excited about their team, but the reality of it is that this young man has never seen a Saints defense like he's going to see on Sunday.
He hadn't seen a Saints defense like this, and if you look at it from the perspective of, all right, the Saints is playing much better now, right? They're positioning themselves to produce some offense. They're producing a little offense right now. My thing is Derek Stingley, Chris Olave. That's the matchup I'm looking to see. Yes. Or do you put Stingley on Michael Thomas?
I mean, Chris Olave, I just like to watch Chris Olave, too. Because I think, let me tell you something.
Copy that.
I have two coworkers, right? And they say the same thing I say. Damn it. They be like, okay, well, who we got? And they be like, Chris. I say, why? And they say he cute. And I say, but guess what? They men, okay? These are men who like women. And they be like, I'm looking for Chris. So I said, well, shit. You looking for Chris? I'm looking for Chris Olave.
Well, I'm definitely looking to see how they're gonna key that matchup. Yeah. Will you put your best corner on Chris Olave, or are you gonna put him on Michael Thomas?
I have a question for you.
Talk to me.
And I realize you went to LSU.
Go Tigers.
And I'm familiar with Mr. Stingley, senior and junior. But do you think young Stingley, 24, ready to stand in front of Michael Thomas, number 13 of the New Orleans Saints?
I do, and I'm not just being biased. He's a lockdown corner, so I have seen Michael Thomas struggle with Trevor Diggs, because he's a lockdown corner. So I would rather Chris Olave, because Mike's that big body and he runs good routes.
Physical.
Correct.
Beat you up at the top of the line. Beat you up at the top of the route.
Olave, you think who you think a better matchup for Stingley?
He better run with Olave, because he's not gonna be able to fight with Mike.
All right, we got somebody saying he a route master.
Yeah.
Mike Thomas.
Yes, he is.
Mike Thomas. So
yes, he is.
Well, I know y'all geared up. I'm geared up and I'm ready for it as well. It's the 12 o'clock game. It's gonna be on Fox. CL probably gonna be out there in H-Town this weekend. He going to get up out of there. He might be a little busy.
It's only a matter of time who that Travel Nation.
Definitely.
Y'all know what's down with me.
Yeah, well, I'm for sure be watching it. Well, I know y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna come back over here. We got another segment lined up for y'all here at Small Sliders. Y'all come check us out. 1635 Barrett Boulevard. You're watching Inside the Trenches podcast on New Orleans Talk Network. Hello.
12 noon.
Come on.
London.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders. 1635 Barrett Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite. Watch out there now.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk podcast. Wow. It's your girl.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fav Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season. Hello, somebody. A remix. For the radio. We are back here for our final segment. Show went fast, man. An hour go quick. I didn't realize. Usually I try to get an hour workout in, right? And that fly by. That's kind of like what the show did today. So we want to thank everybody who sat down and had their lunch with us here today. And for y'all for checking us out. We're going to go ahead and get this Five With Fav rolling. But before we jump into that, CL, man, my car banged up right now in terms of the dirt all over. What I need to do, man?
Man, I know if you want to ride fly, you want shine when you ride. 1336 Stump Boulevard in Gretna, Crown's Car Wash. And you know what, Fed?
What you talking about there?
Baby, they open 24/7.
24/7, baby. You go there 10 o'clock at night if you gotta.
You ain't got to worry about the stalkers. You ain't got to worry about. You can pull up when you want.
Well lit, you know what I'm talking about. Get your car vacuum out. Y'all know y'all like to go out and party
That's
late.
the selling point right there.
Yeah.
For it to be well lit.
Very.
I ain't pulling up if it ain't well
in
lit.
Gretna, 1336 Gretna Boulevard,
Right
all lit.
As long as it's
Right by
lit.
the Home Depot, Crown Car Wash, baby.
Car wash, all lit.
I love that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's some D linemen that's lit this season.
Oh, for sure.
And for my Five With Fav, just me being an interior lineman, I wanted to highlight interior lineman. I really did. So
Respect.
what I did over the past couple days, I paid attention to guys' performances through Pro Football Focus. I went to ESPN. I went to just the regular stat line sheets. Went to a couple of their games. Some of them I saw live.
Nice.
And as of right now, this is no particular order. This is just kind of mine, just gauging the guys where they at. Here's my top 5 guys. Now, Mike, if you're listening, I'm going to start from my Miami guy, Zach Sealer. He's at 20 tackles and 3 sacks right now in the season. Now, we're at game 6. Everybody's playing their game 6 right now. So if you're a interior lineman and you're already at 3 sacks, that's typically good. Now, on the flip side, right now, we'll talk about this guy another time. I think T.J. Watt like at 12 sacks right now.
Pretty much.
Something like that. He's killing the game right now.
Okay, so that's above average.
Yeah, he's above average.
That's a year. That's a year.
He's in route right now to being the defensive player of the year.
That's a year worth of stats in 6 games.
Right, but for a guy like Zach to have 3 sacks and 20 for Miami, and Miami's doing well.
Very well.
The Commanders are doing exceptionally well right now too. So the number 4 guy on my list is Jonathan Allen. Played at Alabama. He's at 19 tackles and 3 sacks. I mean, you really have to highlight this kid just because collectively as a defense they're doing well. They're starting to get things rolling with Sam Hollowell right now, having Eric Bieniemy over there as the deal. So I mean, Chris, it makes sense for him to be there, huh?
It definitely makes sense for him to be there. But I definitely want to shout out Jonathan Allen because I don't think we give enough credit to the lineman. I mean, this is if you know anything about him, he's a kind of quiet guy, but on the field, I mean, he's a monster. I mean, it's just his body weight, his movement, think about it. These guys are bears making quick moves in a phone booth.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I mean, you're talking about 3 seconds, the ball needs to be gone. So how fast and how talented are these gentlemen? So definitely shout out to the D linemen. I'm glad we're not going to see Mr. Allen this year.
Yeah, we don't have to play them.
And he's top tier, that's for sure.
He is. Now the number 3 on my guy on my list, I've been seeing him shine. I really have. Jalen Carter from Georgia, rookie right now, in my opinion, and just the way his stats are rolling. He has 12 tackles, but he has 3.5 sacks and he has 2 forced fumbles. Now for interior lineman width, that's the full package.
Yeah.
Because you're creating turnovers or loss of yardage with those forced fumbles. The sacks are always good, especially if they come on 3rd down. I didn't get that percentage, but Jalen Carter is definitely his money worth right now. He's getting it done.
Unbelievable.
Our number 2 guy on the list, and we got half of the shine on this against us, Vita V. Big nose guard for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Big Samoan cat, plays ugly ball the way CL talking about. He's at 3.5 sacks, and he has 1 forced fumble. This dude is a force to reckon with, ICL.
Man, shouts out to Villa. Even though he's an opponent, I respect every NFL player for what they do and what they bring to this game. This young man demands the double team on every play. And when I say double team I mean that when he lines up on the line of scrimmage, 2 offensive linemen have to put a hand on him, or he's going to disrupt he's a big boy. He's definitely a big boy. He's a people mover. He's kind of nasty, and like I say, he plays ugly ball when when he let him.
Yeah, he played ugly ball. Now the top dog on his list, and this caught me by surprise because I've been watching this team and they didn't start off the first few games of the year good, Buffalo. But out of Houston, Texas, H-Town, hold up, University of Houston. Boy, Ed Oliver at 24 tackles and 4 sacks right now on the season.
Oh.
Now, I think the Saints kind of saw how well he was performing. Like, go ahead, let's draft Peyton Turner as well.
Right.
He was Peyton's teammate at the University of Houston. Definitely showing his first round value right now, Chris.
He definitely showing his first round value. I definitely see how the Saints tried to go to that well one more time in Houston and get a D lineman, but Ed Oliver is definitely a person to know. And when your offense comes to the line of scrimmage, you have to identify where Mr. Oliver is. If not, he's gonna show up where you don't want him to.
Now, it's a couple of folks with I wanted to give honorable mentions. Honorable mentions are cool, right?
Like an honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Javon Hargrave, he has 12 tackles and 3 sacks for San Francisco. If I would have started mentioning DNs, I'd have to brought up TJ Watt, but Nick Bosa isn't having the year we're typically used to seeing. So that is a bit surprising as well.
I think he set out for the money, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you missed camp. You missed.
That's right.
That's
right.
You missed camp. You missed. You're not in real football condition. His pocket's a little heavier.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens,
baby.
It happens.
My pocket's deep.
Walking
too deep.
Yeah, too deep. Can't get all the line of scrimmage.
Back up the Brinks truck.
Right.
Yeah, he doing his thing. Now look, I got some interesting facts. From this one defensive tackle, man, Aaron Donald. When you dominate for so long, people become accustomed to you always being a top guy. I mean, Jay-Z has experienced this. I think Drake is going through this right now with this fall. My dogs that just dropped.
Boo.
You kind of get, I know, yeah. And you know what, y'all? I think we might have 2 or 3 minutes. I want to get a review from y'all on that one, but
you know I got hot takes
on that deal. So I'm gonna leave a little time. Aaron Donald at 2.5 sacks right now. Now he usually picks it up. He reminds me so much of Cam Jordan. They typically pick it up towards the end. Now another mention before we jump into this Drake album. New Orleans Saints, Carl Granderson is representing on this list. He has 17 tackles. He's a DN. 17 tackles. Rashad, I told you about him before the season. 17 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. He get the drink champs clap for that, man. He really
show for show.
Representing New Orleans, Carl Granderson.
Thank you, baby.
Handling his business. Okay, Drake dropped that album and had 23 songs on it. I'll give him 5. Talk to me, Whit.
Let me tell you something. Drake, Aubrey, Graham has turned into a gangster and nobody believes him. Because I don't believe him. You believe he a gangster these days?
I really do, because that's not.
He's a lover boy.
I see him today.
He's wheelchair Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he coming out talking about for the dogs, them. What about?
I thought he was really I thought we was going to get more of a thorough album. Now, they have a couple of songs.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, the one with him and J. Cole.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
That's not the only one.
That's one of my favorites.
I know y'all ain't asking me. I still listen to Cash Money Records.
Oh.
Shouts out to Baby, Birdman, Beatrice, B32.
The Leak.
Okay, yeah, that's classic.
You know what I mean? That gossip. That's you know what I mean? That's where I come from. So when I see this, let me tell you something. Let me
I'm going to the album.
Go to the album.
Virginia Beach, it gets a pass. Now I'm a huge Tizo touchdown fan.
I'm gonna pass all of them.
So I like A-Man is cool. I would probably say first person shooter next. My little boy crazy about number 7, IDGAF. With Yeet.
I don't give a F.
Yeah, with Yeet. You know what I'm saying? You listen to a little bit of Yeet. I know you're on the Yeet. Yeah.
Because you gotta be a certain age to appreciate.
And I think that's what Drake's doing.
Garbage.
I think that's what he's doing, y'all. I think he's
trying to target the younger generation.
Correct. Yeah.
But now you're losing a lot of fans.
Yeah, he almost.
But let me not only talk about Drake, because let me tell you something. We good with time? Because I'm about to go in.
I just wanted to ask y'all a question about Drake.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Drake in live?
No.
Oh, yeah, once.
I've seen Drake live. I wasn't very impressed. Were you guys?
See, when I saw him live, he was on tour singing all the Bobby Valentino parts.
What?
This was back in 08.
Oh, it's been a minute.
And then I saw him 3 times. I saw him again with Wayne on the Carter 3 tour. So I saw he got the hits. So you just.
But But the thing is, you're not going to a Drake concert for the show itself. You're going because you're rocking with Drake's music.
Right.
He's not coming with.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go to any of the Mission shows. The last time I went was maybe 2011, 2012 was the last time I actually went to a Drake concert.
Well, true transparency, now that you mention that, Whit, I didn't necessarily, because y'all know I wouldn't go to a Drake concert.
Man.
I didn't go to a Drake concert. I went to the Louisiana Fest,
Yes.
and Drake popped up and he did a little something, and I wasn't impressed. So true transparency, shouts out to Weezy. Please continue.
Young Tune.
The Fix Before the Six.
The Fix Before the Six. 2 songs. Barely. This song with John Baptiste.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Birds is my song. Birds?
I think Birds is the other song I like.
Birds is my song, but that's it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm used to more.
He doing.
Well, look, y'all, this is what we're going to do.
I like the old Drake.
Our next show, we're going to be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right? We're going to shoot out the BR, LSU's Army. So for our viewers, we won't be at Small Sliders. This baby coming with us, though. We're taking Small Sliders with us to Baton Rouge. We're going to change our time. We're going to go from 10 a.m. to 11. Just this one weekend at LSU, we got a special trip. So y'all make sure y'all keep up with us on y'all's Facebook Live. We're going to be live there. And when we go to BR, we're going to have to do a little musical rating in these last few albums. We got to look at that dropped. And
come at us, though. We want to take pictures with y'all.
Yeah,
sure.
Come through, y'all. Come on. Small Sliders is the home, baby. Well, for our production crew, we got my man Terry. We got my homie Mike over at the studio. My man Keelan on the 1s and 2s over there. My co-host with the hair, CL Nola. For my folks in the back, Rick and Robin, the whole staff over here at Small Sliders. Thank you guys for tuning in to Small Sliders right here. I mean, to Inside the Trenches right here at Small Sliders.
we here.
Yo, what's up? The Live Line and True T podcast present legendary Miss T Naughty Halloween Party, hosted by myself, legendary Miss T. 150 costume prize and giveaways. Tuesday, October the 31st, doors open at 8 p.m. DJ Platinum on the 1s and 2s, live karaoke, live shakedown, the Naughty photo booth, the best food and drinks vendors and security will be in the building. West Bank Event Hall, 7601 West Bank Expressway, you heard me. Get your tickets, $15 at the Live Line app, okay?
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fav Favorite, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Fav a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch. It's that boy Fred, host of